Hey guys, what's good? Again, not the Bills. Not the Bills. Falling to the Brett Favre-less Minnesota Vikings. I mean, I picked them to lose, and they did. So, I wasn't surprised by the outcome. I was surprised by a little bit by how it happened. I mean, they were bad. They, for the first time since since maybe the Jets or even a little bit of the Jaguars game, they looked like a 2-win team. I mean, they were pathetic. That was tough to watch. And they knock out Arthur Moats. Arthur Moats is going to be good. I mean, he might not be the greatest yet, but oh man, he ever lay the lumber on Brett Favre. I liked it. But then Tarvaris Jackson comes in, and you didn't game plan for Tarvaris Jackson. He's got mobility that Favre doesn't. It showed. He threw 3 picks, and they still won by 24. We forced 4 turnovers, and still lost by 24. That's a sign of a 2-win team to me. You can't expect to win like that. Fitz was below average. The line was terrible. Demetrius Bell looked awful. For really one of the first times all season, in my opinion, he was terrible. The Williams wall was getting through. We couldn't snap the ball. We couldn't make a first down. Couldn't do diddly poo on offense. Yeah, I'm referencing Jim Mora. So look that up if you don't know what I'm talking about. But it pretty much... If you watch that Jim Mora clip, YouTube Jim Mora diddly poo or Jim Mora Saints reaction or something like that. I don't know. If you do Jim Mora, it'll probably just come up. And it was it pretty much says what the Bills did last Sunday. Just terrible. Steve Johnson, another drop. Leotis McKelvin. Leotis got fried. Beat like you stole something. I mean, Sidney Rice coming fresh off hip surgery just basically killed our number 1 corner. Drayton Florence played well, right? I'm not. You know what though? How well did he play? The pick was nice. The second one that he took back for a touchdown, great. First one was lucky. Other than that, Tarvaris Jackson pretty much ate them up. Ate up the whole defense. Kyle Williams, invisible. Seemingly invisible. Jairus Byrd, invisible. Figure 4 picks, Byrd probably comes down with 1. No, Whitner does. But it was a tough day. From top to bottom. Bills got out-coached, outplayed, outlasted, everything. But you know what? I mean, I'm never going to root for the Bills to lose, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to watch a game or be at a game and hope they lose, because it's a miserable, miserable feeling. So, that's that. That said, when I look in the standings on Monday and I see that the Bills are 2-10, you know, I'm kind of like, oh, good. You know, like, oh, we're getting a better pick. But on Sunday, I'm not. they can't lose to me. Like, it's terrible when they lose. But on Monday, when I look in the standings and they're closer to that number one pick or whatnot, I'm like, yeah. And looking at the Bills' remaining schedule, you got Cleveland, which I'll talk about. Miami. Could they beat Miami? At Miami? I don't know. New England, pretty much the only game I really, really, really want to win. And then at the Jets. It's going to be tough. They might lose out. But that'll bring us to this week. The Cleveland Browns. Boy, do I hate that city. Nah, I shouldn't say that. I don't hate that city. The fans are kind of annoying. I went to that snow game where you couldn't even see anything. The Bills-Browns snow game back of 2007, which was actually for like a playoff spot. And Phil Dawson hit like a 46-yard field goal. That was rigged. That was a joke and a half. I was okay with the 30-yarder he made. I mean, maybe you'd figure out a way to get in there. He made like a 47-yarder, though. It was insane. Either way, we haven't beat the Browns in 3 years. In the last 3 seasons. We lost 6-3 last year. 29-27 in OT the year before. 8-0 the year before that. There's some 8-0 was not, I mean, it was sort of ugly, but the weather was so terrible. I've never been so cold in my life. I don't really get cold. I got shorts on right now and it's 18 degrees outside. I don't care. But I was cold that day. And then the Monday Nighter was really the downfall of Trent Edwards. The birth of Captain Checkdown was that Monday Nighter when he checked down to Marshawn like 10 times. And then last year, the ugliest football game arguably of all time up to this point. 6-3. Just terrible. This year's Cleveland team, a little different, obviously. They can run the football. Peyton Hillis is good, I guess. I mean, he scores a lot of touchdowns, runs for a lot of yards. The Browns' line isn't that bad. Just not. The quarterback is pretty sketch. But you don't need to throw the ball to beat the Bills. You really don't. You can just run it. Because the 3-4 doesn't work for the Bills. At least right now. They have no personnel. Pick up Pierre Woods. Pierre Woods had a sack on Thanksgiving for the Patriots against the Lions. It was his second career sack in 5 years. I mean, the guy on his best day is probably an average linebacker. But he fits now. He's got 3-4 experience, so why not? Bring him in. Suit him up. I can play. Want me to play? I'll play for the league minimum. So are we going to beat the Browns this week? Browns run the ball. Bills can run the ball. Bills can throw the ball. Joe Hayden's a good corner, still a rookie. Weather might be a factor again. It's going to be cold, snowy. So that might play a little bit of a factor. The Browns got lucky against Miami last week at Miami. The Henne pick that they returned, kneeled on it, kicked the field goal for the win. I don't know. This has to end. We can't keep losing to the Browns. I mean, we can. But we're not going to lose to the Browns. No, it's not happening. We're going to beat the Browns 17-16. There it is. Maybe on a last-second field goal, I don't know. But we're going to beat the Browns. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you tune in next week when the division rivals all come to town, and it's going to be a blast. Have a good weekend. And of course, go Bills.